let's get busy, y'all. Let's get busy. By the way, today is my brother's birthday. Guess what else? My brother left his glasses here. So I'm wearing his glasses on his birthday in honor of him. For his birthday, he's getting older and he's starting to forget his glasses. So I decided to put them on. Happy birthday, Jeremy. Hope you're having a wonderful day. But let's get busy. Get busy living. Chapter 10. Resisting happiness. Matthew Kelly. I know one of the best things my brother would want me to do on his birthday is for me to continue reading for my mental health. Today is Monday, October the 2nd, 2023, and it's currently 1900 hours. Happy birthday to my baby brother. I pray all is well. I pray that you receive everything that you want and desire in this life. But get busy living. Guess what? You're going to die. I'm going to die. We're going to die. I've not met one person yet who has not died, or who's not going to die. I messed that up. Who's not died? Everybody I meet is still alive, but I haven't met not one person yet who is not going to die. If that is you, leave it in the comments. But we're going to die. So while we are living, let's live. Let's live. That's one way that we can not resist happiness. Don't live your life like you're on death row, unless you're on death row. But then again, when you're on death row, meditate and imagine, visualize yourself living off of death row. Okay? It's I know a lot of people don't do this, and it's not easy to read this or speak about this, but a lot of us don't reflect upon our death. I don't know if this a healthy thing to do or not. I'm in therapy. I didn't ask my therapist this, but I don't know if it's a healthy thing to do, to reflect on death or not. I'm busy living and reflecting on my life and how to make it better. But it's a trip, because when people know that they're about to die or getting ready to die, excuse me, I need a haircut too, by the way, but it's okay. I'm sure some of y'all have needed a haircut before or a hairdo, so it's okay. Let's continue on. They reflect on their death by getting their death prepared. They prepare their funeral services. The deacon of my mom's church, 96 years old, he had his whole service planned, prepared, casket, where to bury. He had it all planned out. So I guess I'm 44. Should I be worried about where I'm going to be buried at? Anything? Personally, I would like to be cremated and thrown back into the ocean in Honolulu, Hawaii. That's where I was born at. But with death, most of us believe with death comes judgment, heaven, and or hell. That's a whole nother topic. I believe we can have heaven or hell right here on earth while we're living. I don't believe we have to wait to die to experience heaven and or hell. Why live in your life going through hell, or why live being in hell and die and go to hell if you happen to believe that hell exists as it is written in the Bible? But reading this book has caused me to want to live my life differently, because what if you go to a doctor? Now, this has not happened to me, but I know some people it has happened to, including my precious wife, who passed away from pancreatic cancer in 2016. Some people have been told by their doctor, say you have 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 1 year at the most to live. And in a way, you can look at that as a blessing or a curse. In a way, it can be a blessing because, okay, now you know, based on this doctor's information, what his life expectancy is for your life. But of course, you have God, who's the final say so. And then there's other people who just walk out the door and get shot and killed unexpectedly. They have no warning whatsoever. The reality of death rearranges our priorities. It may sound weird or warped, but I think being told by your doctors that you have 6 months to live is one of life's ultimate luxuries. That's how Mr. Matthew Kelly saw it. I can see it both ways. I don't see it as a luxury. I don't believe most people want to know when they're going to die. But I believe that If you happen to believe the report that the doctor gives you of when you're going to die, and you consider that a luxury, then you can use that accordingly to get your affairs in order. So that can be a way. But I happen to believe, we should all follow our doctor's advice and whatever they give us. But I also happen to believe that God has the final say so. And one of my mentors, a multi-million-dollar mentor, is Miss Cynthia Stafford. She hosts you can also email her info@cynthiastafford.com. I'm sure she don't mind me sharing this. But she's one of my mentors, and I happen to be on a call with her on Mondays. And it's Money Making Monday. So while I was on this call with her, she was like, we can manifest anything. It doesn't have to be financial. So even if your doctor say, hey, you got 3 months to live, manifest living another 30 years to meditate and pray on that. Not only do we need to meditate on living and how we want our lives to live out, not only should we be concerned or aware, I'm sure most of us are aware, that we're all going to die, but if we spend our time also being aware of our dreams. When I go on vacation, when I used to play cops and robbers, I used to go on 2 vacations a year. One I would call my family vacation. That's when I would take my kids spring break. And the second vacation would be my own personal birthday vacation, where I go wherever I would want to go. And I planned those vacations every year. Imagine if we planned our life. Frida, where do you want to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now? Think about that. Now, while Matthew Keller was writing this book, he did a project, and he asked a few nurses that he knew that had experience with dealing with patients that were dying. And this is what some of the nurses' patients, Fendi and Bruno, decided to grace me with their presence. I keep telling them I don't like to be lit, and anytime I need lit service, I will let them know. I have never told them, but they still like to offer lit services. But anyway, back to the nurses, and these are some of the things that he wrote down that the nurses told him that most patients say to them when they know that they're about to die. I wish I had the courage to just be myself. And that hit me. It's a shame to live and die an imitation of someone else instead of being your authentic self. Me being the black lesbian female who loves God, I'm being my authentic self, and I'm glad about it. I wish I had spent more time with the people I love. That is so true. We'll still spend more time with our co-workers than the people we love, and we understand the reasons why. I wish I had made spirituality more of a priority, and that's something I try to do every single day. I wish I hadn't spent so much time working. Most of us wish that, but unfortunately, due to the way this society is set up, most people spend time working. I wish I had discovered my purpose earlier. Yeah, I can see that. I wish I had learned to express my feelings more. Use your words. Don't go around thinking that everybody's supposed to know exactly what you're feeling or thinking. I wish I hadn't spent so much time worrying about things that never happen. That's a good one. Pray, don't worry. I wish I had taken more risk. That can be a good one. I wish I had cared less about what other people thought. Yeah, I'm working on that. I wish I had realized earlier that happiness is a choice. I'm choosing happiness. I wish I had loved more. Yes, when you love more, you receive more love. I wish I had taken better care of myself. I'm in the process of doing that now. I'm walking. I wish I had been a better spouse. I'm currently single, but I have a crush on someone, so I'm getting myself together. I don't want to bring someone into this phase of my life that I'm in, but once I get myself in order, we'll talk about it. I wish I had paid less attention to other people's expectations. You don't live your life based off of what people expect of you. You know, me, my mom's a pastor. I'm a PK, I'm a pastor's kid. So a lot of people expect me to act in a certain way, do a certain thing, speak a certain way, or not to do a certain thing. But I learned quickly not to pay attention to other people's expectations of me. Now, they probably think I'm half-ass crazy. I do have a mental diagnosis, so that's what they wish to think, then God bless them. But all I know is I feel like I'm doing very well and paying less attention to other people's expectations of me. I wear what I want to wear to church. I do what I want to do. I believe what I want to believe. And I give them the right and the respect to believe what they want to believe. I wish I had quit my job and found something I really enjoyed doing. Unfortunately, I was stolen from the ability to quit my job. I was terminated by discrimination due to retaliation while I was in the hospital. And my FMLA rights were violated. My 12 weeks wasn't even up. I wish I had stayed in touch with old friends. I need to do better about staying in touch with my friends. They reach out to me. I barely reach out. I'm not really a phone. I'm more of a face-to-face person. I wish I had spoken my mind more. I think I do that too much. I wish I hadn't spent so much time chasing the wrong things. Yes, that's the truth. I wish I had more children. I'm good. I got 4. I got 3 kings and a queen. I wish I had touched more lives. I hope that this video I'm making right now touched more lives. I wish I had thought about life's big question earlier. I wish I had traveled more. Okay, in case you want to know what life's big question is, life's big question is, God, what is it that you want me to do? That I read that in the previous chapter. I wish I had traveled more. Now I do want to do more of that, and once I get stabilized, I plan to do more of that. Right now I have to deal with this social anxiety, but once we knock that out the way, I would love to travel more. I wish I had lived more in the moment. All we have right now is this moment. I should not be thinking about the past. I should not be thinking about the future. I should be thinking about this present moment. And I know a while ago I said, is it healthy or not to think about what we want when we die or how we want to die, because it all happens to all of us. But I believe it's more healthier to stay in the present moment. I wish I had pursued more of my dreams. We all do. Just keep dreaming. Just keep dreaming. But getting this information from these nurses, from their patients who were on their deathbed, teaches us a powerful lesson that we should, those of us who still live and still have the privilege of breathing God's great precious air, should live our life by avoiding resisting happiness. What does it look like me living my life unhappy by making someone else happy? No. Make sure you are happy. That way you can pass on happiness. I can pass on happiness to my 3 kings and my 1 queen. Okay? But I have to be happy first. It is good and healthy to think about death from time to time. It puts things in perspective and reminds us what really matters. The perspective that death is inevitable reminds us to get busy living. That's his perspective. I don't know if it's good and healthy to think about death from time to time, especially if you're a person who deals with unaliving yourself or someone else. If you have homicide or unaliving yourself thoughts or ideations, I don't know if thinking about death from time to time would be good for you. So I guess it's a case-by-case basis. It is healthy to reflect on the fact that life is short and we are all going to die. My life is not short. I will live to be 100 years old. I do not consider that to be short. But I do agree we are all going to die. If you died today, what would you wish you had done differently? If I died today, what do I wish I would have done differently? If I died today, I think I wish I probably would have told my crush that I like her. Or what would I have done differently? I think I would be more in shape take losing weight more seriously. I want to be more spiritual. I was about to say closer to God, but it's impossible to get closer to a God who's everywhere, even present. Okay, but that's my thoughts on 10. Get busy living. I'm sure that's what my brother is doing today. Today is his birthday. Happy birthday, Jeremy. Get busy living. Chapter 10, Resisting Happiness by Matthew Kelly. I really enjoyed this book. Very good book. I hope you all get a chance to read it. I just want to say thank you so much for liking. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for turning on that notification bell. I love you. I appreciate you. I thank God for you. All is well. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. May my whole life prove that God is good.